Welcome back to my Fusion for Absolute Beginners series. Today we're going to be going over patterns. We're going to be taking the pencil holder we made back in video 1 and giving it this fun honeycomb pattern. To do this, first thing we're going to do is take away the fillets in the Deboss. And then for anybody who has not watched video 1, I've gone ahead and linked it in the description below, as well as I'll go ahead and go over a quick how to make a basic pencil holder for anyone wanting to start over from scratch as well. So let's go ahead and get into it. Here you can see I have the pencil holder from video 1 pulled up. Now, if you're starting from here, you're going to go down to this lower left-hand panel that has basically the steps you did when you did them in the order you did them in. You take this little black slide bar and you'll slide it back to before you did the fillets. And you're back to your base pencil holder and ready for the pattern. So for anyone who's starting from scratch, you're just going to go in and create a new part design, create new, and then you will start off with a cylinder. So go over to create, cylinder, hit that lower plane, start from that center point, and we did a 65 millimeter diameter and a 100 millimeter height. After that, we did shell, hit that top plane because that's where you want your opening, and a 5 millimeter wall. And make sure your direction for the wall is to the outside and hit OK. And now both of these are at the base pencil holder. So from here, the directions are completely the same. First thing we're going to do is create an offset plane. So go up here to construct. And if your offset plane isn't up here at the top like mine, hit that down arrow and it should be that top one. Then you're going to hit one of these vertical planes and drag it out. You want it off to the side. You don't really want it touching it, just off to the side. It doesn't matter how far or close it is, as long as it's just offset. And hit OK. Then go back around and we're going to create a new sketch on that plane. The first thing I'm going to do is create a construction line at the bottom of my pencil holder to make sure I get my polygon exactly where I want it. So I'm going to go up here to the line tool. I'm going to zoom in a little bit and just make a line. Hit that check mark and hit enter to exit that. Select the line and I'm going to make it a construction line by hitting X on my keyboard. And then now I go up here to create my polygon and I'm going to go with the circumscribed polygon. This just means there is a circle on the inside of the polygon and that is you'll use the diameter of that circle to create your polygon. Or maybe the radius, sorry, radius. I was mistaken, it's the radius. So I'm going to do a radius of 8 millimeters and hit tab. And that's how many sides I want is 6 because a honeycomb is a hexagon. So 6 sides and hit enter. From here, I'm going to make sure the top and bottom lines of my hexagon are parallel with the construction line that I made. So I'm going to go up here to constraints and hit this parallel button. Hit that top line of my polygon and hit my construction line that I made. And enter. And now it's exactly where I want it. So I'm going to go ahead and delete that construction line because I don't need it anymore. And we are going to create 2 more construction lines that give us the direction we want the pattern to go. So go up to the line tool, hit that center point of your hexagon, and make sure you are perpendicular and at the midpoint of that top line. And click, and then create one more line. The same thing at the angle, midpoint, and perpendicular. And click again. Enter to exit the line tool, and then you can select both of those lines. Click on one, hold down shift, click on the other, and then X on your keyboard to make them construction lines. Then you want to click off so they're no longer selected. And we are going to do our pattern. So go to create and rectangular pattern. For objects, you're going to double click one of the lines of your polygon and that will select all 6 sides. You can double check over here at objects and make sure it says 6 selected. Then you're going to select your direction, so hit the select button over here and then select those 2 construction lines that we made. You want this one at an angle because a honeycomb is an offset pattern. So from here, I'm going to zoom out and take that vertical arrow and just drag it all the way up to the top, about where I want it. I'm just kind of guesstimating right now. We can move it around after we get our second row. And then we go over here. See, it says 3 for 3 polygons or 3 hexagons. And you're just going to hit that up arrow until you get the amount you want. Okay, 7 is too many, so I'm going to go down to 6. And I think I'm going to keep it at 6. And then select this other arrow for your offset and drag it. Now I do only want 2 rows. So I'm going to hit 2 and then zoom in and drag it out so I can see where it's going. And you want this point of your polygon or of your hexagon, sorry, to be about the midpoint of these 2. So I'm going to drag it back just a smidge. I think right there looks good. And then I'm going to go up here to the top and make sure this is where I want it. I kind of want to try and get this point on the edge as well. See if I can zoom in a little bit more. Sometimes you have to zoom in to get it where you want. Okay, that looks fine to me. Now I'm going to hit OK and finish sketch. Next, we're going to use Deboss to get the pattern onto our pencil holder. So go to Create, Emboss, select your sketch profiles, which will just be all your hexagons, and then select your face, which is your pencil holder. Now I do want a 1mm deboss, and it's already on that, which is great. So I'm going to leave it like that and hit OK. And now I can go over here and hide my sketch, and you can see the start of our honeycomb pattern. To get the full honeycomb pattern all the way around, we're going to pattern the feature on a path. So you can either go up here to rectangular path or go down to create, pattern, pattern on path. I say you can go up here to rectangular pattern because all 3 pattern types show up on your little pattern panel over here on the side. So for objects, you're going to make sure features are selected because you are patterning out the features. So hit features, and then for objects, you only have to select one of those hexagons, or you should only have to select one because you did one deboss. And then you go over here to select your path. And you can either select this top one or this bottom one. It doesn't really matter. I select the top one because I think it's easier to see. And once it's selected, you'll get your arrow to be able to drag it around. So you just drag it following the path. And as you can see, it is the exact same direction as the one that you have on there. To make sure it is flat against your pencil holder, you're going to go over here to your panel, down to orientation, switch it from identical to path direction. And now it will just follow that path and create your hexagon pattern around. In this part, you do have to eyeball a little bit and just kind of eyeball where you want it. Make sure the spacing is about the same. So you're looking at the spacing right here and the spacing right here. Okay, that looks about right. So from here, we are going to up the quantity. So I'm going to angle it a little bit so I can watch right here, this edge of the last row, and then go over here to quantity and hit that up arrow until it's about where I want it. Okay, that looks about right. So 7, so if you do 8, it overlaps right there. So we're going to go down to 7, and that looks about right. If you want to mess with this again, you can, but I think that looks good. And so we're going to hit OK. And now you have a fully honeycombed pencil holder. Now I'm going to go ahead and take this a step further by chamfering a little bit, just to give it a little bit extra. And there are two ways you can do this. The first way is just clicking the hexagon part or the outer edges of the hexagon. Click that, go to modify and chamfer and do 1 millimeter, then hit OK. And this will give you a thinner line in between your hexagons. I'm going to undo that and I'm going to show you the other way. The other way is going through and selecting every single one of these faces. So the chamfer is on the inner edge instead of this outer edge. So I'm going to go through and select all these faces. So to select them all, click one, hold down shift and click the others. Once all those are selected, you are going to go up here back to modify, chamfer, and do 1 millimeter. Now I didn't do the half ones. I'll show you why here in a minute. It adds an extra chamfer that I don't want. So I'm doing those first and hit OK. And as you can see, it creates a thicker line. I actually like the thicker line than the thinner line. So this is the one I'm going to do. And then I can show you why not to select the half ones real fast. So select that, modify, chamfer, 1. And see, it creates a chamfer up here that I don't want. So I'm going to hit cancel on that. And I'm going to go through and select each of those edges. Now, I just learned this past week is you can go ahead and get into chamfer and you don't have to hold down shift while you go through and click these edges. Now, I didn't use this while doing the faces because as you can see, it tries to grab the lines in the middle and it was just easier to hold down shift and click on each one of those since they're a bigger target. But when doing the lines, it was easier to go into the chamfer or fillet first and click on each individual line without holding down shift, because if you forget to hold down shift, it deselects everything and you have to start over. But this makes it a little bit faster and you can still just deselect by clicking off if you click the wrong thing or clicking the same thing you click. So if I select this, I can click it again and it goes away. Okay, now all the top half ones are done. I'm going to go ahead and grab all the ones on the bottom as well. Okay, now I have both the top and the bottom half hexagons selected. I'm going to do 1 millimeter chamfer and enter. Now that those are all chamfered out, I'm going to do a fillet on the bottom, inside, and top. So I'm going to grab here, here, and here. F for fillet, and I'm going to do a 2 millimeter fillet. And okay. And that is all. Next, we're going to save it and take it into the slicer. So hit save. I'm going to save it as Honeycomb and save. Then select your body, right click on Honeycomb up there, save as mesh, double check your settings, make sure everything's where you want it, and hit OK. I'm going to save it as Honeycomb, and once you get it into the folder you want, just hit save. And now you can take it into Bamboo or whatever slicer you use. Okay, I've gone ahead and imported it into the slicer. I think that looks good. I'm going to go ahead and I am going to change it to black. So I'm going to go over here to the side. And then black is also one of my default colors there. Click off of it and slice plate. Now it looks ready to go. Since it's black, it's hard to see the honeycomb, but it's there. But ready to print. And here is your final honeycomb pattern pencil holder. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, as well as go ahead and let me know in the comments what else would you like to see in this beginner series. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.